Okay, so we're going to start talking about translations. This is a type of transformation. Okay, transforming, when we transform something, it means to change something, right? And translation just means that we're going to take every point of our figure and move it the same, direction and the same distance. Okay, so it's like we're taking our object and we're just sliding it around. Okay, a translation can move a figure left or right. If we are changing the x value, it will move left or right. And if we change the y value, then we would move our figure up or down. So sometimes we do two movements at the same time. We do left and we do up, or we do right and down, or right and up. So we can change both the x and the y at the same time. Another name for a translation is a slide. So we're just sliding our figure around. So I'm going to go through the notes. I'm going to do 3 problems. I'm going to show you how to do 3 different types of problems. And then you're going to try the opposite example by yourself. And then we will come together as a class and talk about it. Okay, so in example 1, got this recording thing, right? And there we go. Now I can see. Okay, in example 1, it says translate the figure 5 units left and 2 units down. Record the coordinates of the pre-image and image in the table. So why don't we start by writing the coordinates of our pre-image? Remember, we know this is the pre-image because it's just simply labeled ABC. So point A is 2, 4. Point B is 6, 7. Hopefully we remember how to write points. That's really important. Point C is 7, 3. Okay, now let's look at translating or sliding our figure. So I'm going to go to point A. It told us to go 5 units left and 2 units down. So I'm going to start right here. I'm going to go 5 left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 2 units down, 1, 2, and put a point. That is going to be our new A prime. If you want to go ahead and write that coordinate down, let's do that. A prime is now at -3, 2. Okay. Now let's look at B prime. Okay, here's B. We're still going 5 left and 2 down. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2. There is my new B prime. So that new point is 1, 5. Okay, now we need to do C prime. Let's go to point C, 5 units left, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 2 units down, 1, 2, C prime. And so now I'm at 2, 1. Okay, so here, oops, I didn't draw a straight line. Here's our new image. Okay, and we translated it. That's it. We just slid it over. It says, asks you to look for any patterns and describe what happened to the x and y values in each ordered pair. So if you look at it, we went left 5. Left is a subtraction movement. So is 2 minus 5 -3? Is 6 minus 5 1? Is 7 minus 5 2? It sure is. And so we could even have applied our rule to each of our coordinates. For the y value, it says 2 units down, so down would be a subtraction movement. 4 minus 2 is 2. 7 minus 2 is 5. 3 minus 2 is 1. Okay? Now, really the next really important step is how do we represent this algebraically? And so the way you're going to see your algebraic rule is they write the coordinate x, y, like they literally put x, y. It's saying take the original point, okay, take the original point, x, y, and then they draw an arrow and they say do this. So what did we do to the x value? We went 5 units left. So that means to subtract, right? If we went right, we would add. So for our rule, we're going to say x minus 5. Okay, that's the first part of the rule. Okay, the second part of the rule, what did we do to the y value? We went 2 units down. Down is going to be another subtracting movement. If we went up, we would add. So we're going to say y minus 2. And that looks really funky, right? But that is our algebraic rule. That's how we would state it. Okay, one thing I want you to write down that's super, super important is that with translations, the rule is always adding or subtracting. That is so important because if you can remember that and you know that, you can a lot of times come up with the correct answer just by remembering that translations are always an adding or subtracting rule. Okay, so this video is going to stop. You see example number 2 right here, and I want you to try to do that example on your own.